welcome back, all my spooktacular friends, to the Oktoberfest of Halloween series.
Oktoberfest. We're drinking.
It's for sheepshaggers and
it's Halloween on the slice.
Oktoberfest for sheepshaggers and
beer drinkers.
No, I was that right. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Today is an edition of the Slice. We're doing,
we're just talking about something we experienced a few years ago.
Yeah, a very interesting tour we took in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sin City, my friends.
Even though we didn't really do that much sinning while over there.
Yeah, it was our first time. We were still little chiquitos. We were 25. Were we? No, 27. We're 27. We're 27. We're old. Anyways, we're talking about cruise.
Zak Bagans Museum.
Yeah, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Who would have known?
All right. That's one of the things I wanted to do as soon as we got there. And then when I found out where it was, I was like, I don't want to do this.
You dragged us to it.
No, you don't. You guys dragged me to it.
Oh yeah, I remember he didn't want to do it.
I chickened out.
He was superstitious.
Remember they make you sign a waiver before you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Just coming into it, they kind of give you that creep factor.
Yeah.
That they want to give you, like say, hey, be worried. I mean, I'm pretty sure it shook a bunch of us, you know.
It did,
yeah. It shook Carlos. But we'll get into that later. Oh yeah, so cruise. I know you're a big fan of Zak Bagans. Whole, what does he do?
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures. Yeah.
Bagans, isn't that the guy from The Hobbit?
Yes.
He's related to The Hobbit.
Yeah. Man, shoot your load, man.
Yeah, I've been a fan of his ever since I found out he had a TV show, ghost hunting TV show.
Yeah.
The reason why I like his hunting show is because he shows stuff.
Yeah.
And if he gets something on camera, he debunks it. He's like, you know what? Yeah, that was a fly. It wasn't an orb.
This was a curtain.
It's not an orb. It's not a spirit. It was a fly.
Yeah.
Where the taps and
dropped in the film.
Yeah, that too. Like taps and ghost hunters. They were like, oh, what was that? Was that a ghost? Yeah.
What's a commercial?
Well, let's put a ghost.
I feel very lightheaded here.
Yeah, I feel very.
The level with you, this bitch don't look right. I mean, she look all ashy and shit. And just, like E.T. with a weave.
Late because the AC's on.
I'm pissing my pants. The ghost's making me piss my pants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but these guys are like, no, we're not gonna. I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in this shit. And then as he kept going and going and going, he's like,
he collected relics.
He collected relics
that were
legitimately haunted.
Yeah.
He's had Annabelle at the haunted museum,
which we missed.
Like a week before.
Yeah, a week before.
He had the inspiration of Chucky months prior to that. Everything.
What, Carlos? You want to stay?
Yeah, you want to say something?
No, he's like the supernatural equivalent of that Ghostbusters guy with UFOs.
Oh yeah. Very interesting.
So what he ended up doing was doing his own Ed Warren Museum of the Supernatural.
Yeah.
And when we went to Vegas, when I found out we were going to Vegas and his museum was there, I was like, "Hi, we're gonna go, cool." Yeah. But then once we got to the hotel and I Googled where it was at, it was just at the corner where we were staying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it became real and he chickened out.
Yeah, it became real and I chickened out and I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to do this, guys. I don't want to do this. And you guys like, no, you made us do this. You made us. This is why the reason we're here. And I was like,
we slapped you and put you in the car and made us drive there.
Yeah.
We made you drive there.
Yeah, you made me drive there.
I mean, at the time, tickets were, I think,
$36.
And now the admission has jumped to $48, which at this time,
more?
I mean...
You still have your ticket behind you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do somewhere. It's right.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
But this thing looks tiny from the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But once
it's tiny, like it's like that Doctor Who phone booth. Once you get inside, it's huge.
Yeah, we were skeptical about the whole size.
Yeah.
I was like, are we gonna all fit in here? Like, is it? I was kind of. My problem was like, I'm gonna throw $36 and just walk into a
10-minute.
Yeah, it's like that South Park episode. Oh, this is the ride, like a simulation of a ride.
Yeah, like they said, because they told us like, oh, the tour takes a few hours, and we were looking at the house like, how?
Yeah. And then once
gives you that illusion, huh?
Yeah, it does.
And then once we signed that waiver that tells us this is might happen and this is gonna happen, once they signed it, I just felt like a whole wave of stress go away. I was like,
Stress?
oh, that's stress. Well, what would you call it?
Stress.
Heaviness, whatever. Just lift away. I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this.
Oh, okay. He was relief.
He knew he was gonna jump out of the plane. So.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's do this.
And then they have a little tour guide and then give you before you go into the house.
They explain what happened in the house, what they did in the house.
Yeah. And a lot of spookiness they were explaining, right?
Yeah.
And
By the way, I was totally skeptical the first part. Like
the whole time.
When we were waiting in line, like I was just like,
You guys were like,
I was like, get on, we get it. Like they were even dressed silly. Like okay, so this is a stupid haunted.
It was like this. Literally, we were the perfect type of people to go into this house.
Yeah.
You had a
the
skeptic,
believer.
You had the believer, and you had the ones like, let's just go inside.
Let's just see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, I just threw it $36. I might as well.
Yeah, I might as well just enjoy
Yeah.
the rest of the show.
Yeah, we're the perfect combination of people that would definitely go into.
You literally had Nacho and Esqueleto. I believe in science.
Yeah, and I was the guy that was offering the egg. Oh, what these eggs?
Oh.
You all that.
I saw that movie last night, so it's fresh.
Oh, there you go.
Those legs were alive. The haunted house was alive.
So we go in the house. They put us in this room.
They throw a midget at us.
They throw a midget.
Well,
at
they
us.
threw a midget at two chicks that went to inside that doll room.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Like the first part of the house is, I'd say like the first third of it is like, it's cool stuff, but it's nothing too out of the, like doll,
That's a doll room.
Yeah, like collections.
Yeah, it feels like an antique
macabre.
shop. Yeah,
Yeah, like I was kind of like this is it. Like yeah, it's creepy looking. Like
Yeah,
it,
but I think that's what they were trying to. It's like it's trying to give you that whole like. Oh.
yeah, like I was like, okay, yeah, it's creepy, but you know, it's nothing here that would terrify me.
Yeah.
But
Oh, old dolls.
Oh.
a short person, Tyrion. But little did I know what was to come.
Yeah, so they give us basically the roundabout of what we're gonna be going to. They put us in a group. They put us in a group with people.
Yeah.
And
Thank God, I could not do that thing in a small group.
I would want to do it with a small group. Yeah, that would have been nice. Just
I think the first room they took us was the wire out room.
The what?
What's the name of the famous cowboy? Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell plays in Tombstone.
John Wayne.
No.
In Tombstone?
Wire out.
Wow.
Yeah, or they took us to his room where his poker table and all that, and his letters to his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Like there was a lot of there was a lot of stuff in there that wasn't so much haunted, but cool historical stuff.
Yeah, well,
which was cool.
There's a room that I might jump track, but that I remember they had the John Wayne Gacy like art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had a lot of historical.
A lot of his paintings.
Most serial killer type historical things that people would have,
Charles Manson's painting.
That one comedian who supposedly they played his movie during the Holocaust.
Oh yeah.
Like that was like really interesting because I was like
historical.
Yeah, like I was like this is it's not like scary stuff like ghosts, but it's scary stuff that's reality.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's scary.
I think that's more scarier sometimes.
Yeah, and then I believe the second room they took us was the coffin room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's when that little guy got us and scared us, and he started talking about death and everything.
Yeah.
You almost punched that guy.
Yeah, and then they had obviously when we were walking through their hallways, we would see. There were some rooms that were like closed. I mean,
because they weren't cleansed yet.
Yeah, they were cleansed. Yeah, Chris, talk more about that. If anything, you know more.
When we went, I believe he was barely opening it up for public.
Yeah.
Some rooms still weren't cleansed. Some rooms were not safe. He even told us, hey, the tour guide's like, we will let you in here. You guys want to go in? That's on your guys' risk.
Oh, there was the room. We'll jump into that.
Yeah, we'll go to that room.
I would save that to the end if I did.
Yeah. And then some rooms were like, no, we're not going to let you in completely.
And by the way, we ran into him, right?
Yeah, we ran into Zach, He
just
waved at us. He said, thank you for coming. And then Carlos, what happened?
Oh yeah, some lady tried to like suck his dick or something.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you. Thank you for doing this.
But it was cool that he was in the house because
Yeah.
I know he was doing like.
He was busy. Like he was just like he had to get to somewhere else.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he was,
Yeah, I guess he had to go film.
Like he was like he wasn't there to say hi to everybody.
It was
so
a Willy Wonka-ish.
Yeah.
Hello.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah, he had to go film because he was doing a Halloween special.
What was that time? Because we were around Halloween.
Yeah.
It was the week. We went the week
Before Halloween, and he had to go film for next.
Because I remember we were like, man, we wish we were here like during Halloween week.
And I remember the tour guide told us like some of you might not recognize him because he's wearing glasses because those are new.
Yeah.
Because he just did something that fucked up his eye.
Yeah, well, I will get to that room.
Yeah, like he was in there and like you because a lot of people are like, he doesn't wear glasses, and he's like, no, those are new.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's roll on to the little where were we going next after we went?
After that, he took us to a smaller doll room. No, he took us to the Bela Lugosi room.
Bela Lugosi, yes.
Where they told us if you want to stand in front of the mirror, you guys go ahead.
Yeah.
But Bela Lugosi was a Satanist, and the mirror is cursed.
Yeah.
So I think we all stood in front of the mirror.
Yeah, but it was interesting too because they were literally saying, "Hey, respect everything you're in here. Like, don't try to jokingly around like some people have done in the past."
Yeah,
and
it's like these are things that belong to dead people. Like this is treated. They told us like treat it as you would treat a funeral home.
Yeah,
like which is
weird.
Which is interesting.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Like I definitely went in there with an open mind.
Yeah.
I was skeptical, but it's good to always go into these things.
And they warn you if you're skeptic, just take caution.
There's sometimes. I mean, when I went in there, I was expecting to see something like a little, kind of like carnival, like those type of carnival, like that. Oh, I think we went into this one room where this guy was sticking nails in his nose.
Yeah,
the freak show.
Yeah, that stuff. I was like, okay, we're gonna run into that. And we did, but
and that was
it wasn't too much of it.
And that was like almost halfway through there. And it was kind of like as a pick me up.
Because they even had a guy dressed as a clown popping up to scare us.
Yeah.
Because it was like you could tell like at this point people kind of lose interest and like, okay, get on with the tour. So they're like, here's something to keep you.
Yeah. Which like I said, I was expecting that, but it was a minimum, and that was good.
Yeah.
It was. It just that's when I went in, I was probably gonna run into shit like that. I was like, we're gonna run into all this, but no, they kept it at a minimum, which was good.
And it's a mix of stuff, like a mix of like historical stuff, a mix of freaks, and a mix of genuine haunted weird stuff that you just can't explain.
And we weren't able to catch anything, right? Pictures or anything, right? They said everything was
no cameras, no pictures,
stuff like that. So it's not like people. I mean, I'm pretty sure if someone got to recording stuff, but we weren't able to do that stuff. What else?
The next room we went to was the van.
The van?
Assisted suicide doctor.
Oh yeah, what's his
where
name?
he killed all the patients in there because they wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah.
That was trippy that they had the actual van. I remember the guy went like, people have died in this van, and I was like, whoa, man.
And I think the next room was a dentist room where the dentist would kill.
Yeah. Some of that stuff, some of it was kind of like, oh, that's all right. Like some of it was just murderers, just and stuff.
They had that jail cell where they had some murderer. They had like his sketchbook.
Yeah.
And that was trippy because like I was looking at it like this is nice art.
Yeah.
This came out of a murderer.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, murder. I mean, anybody. I mean,
it just kind of it's creepy. They throw that weird dark side of humanity at you.
Yeah. And it fits in pretty well with that the museum itself, and it's like I said, a museum of just bunch of just stuff that's like, what the hell?
Like things went on in this stuff.
Like up to that point, I was like, this is really cool because it was like, it's stuff like real.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, oh, I thought they were gonna be like, this is a doll and it's haunted.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this is genuine stuff that has attachments to weird things that have happened in history, and then we got to the heavy shit.
And then the next one that we go to is the one that hit me, because you know how afraid I am of the Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And the next one we got into was Ed Glenn's Cauldron.
Oh, Ed Gaines, yeah.
Yeah, that's the room that got me.
The cursed, was it the
Cauldron?
Cauldron, yeah. Like the thing where he cooked all his bodies, right?
Yeah, all the people.
Yeah. No,
and wasn't the guy like really like our tour guy like really like, this is a really creepy room for him? Like he was like not everybody can go in, like if you don't want to go in there, don't go in there, but this is
and I was inches away from the Cauldron.
He's like, he almost touched me.
I almost touched it. I was like,
the kid almost touched me.
Yeah,
and this guy made two movies based off of him.
And it's very interesting how they make that area like where how they decorate or how they put up the all these artifacts. Yeah, artifacts, kind of, right?
Yeah,
they are artifacts.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that they give it this look and it fits it. Like every room we were in when they had
fit
something,
what they had.
But what they had some object, you could tell they're like, this is how we feel when you're like, this is how it feels that like, area like that.
Like if you go to a museum, like if you go see a mummy exhibition, they put mummy stuff with mummies.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. They treat it the same way. Like this is a museum, basically.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those run of the mills type like, okay, what Captain Spaulding's?
Yeah. No. This was you learn stuff going in here.
Yeah. Yeah, you walk out and you like go, oh shit, I learned stuff. What the hell?
Well, I didn't walk out like that.
No, I know. Yeah. Oh, I did. But yeah,
we'll get to that.
Cruz walks in this room. Yeah, he was telling me he was freaked out.
I was scared of this room.
Yeah. But what room after that we get? Well, I mean, how did you feel, Cruz?
I just felt like the room was heavy.
Yeah.
When I was standing.
You're fat.
Oh, that not only because I'm fat, but when I got close to the cauldron, I was like, oh my god, they cook people in this cauldron.
Yeah. Did you feel it calling to you?
Not calling, but I wanted to touch it, but I was like, no, this is.
Were we allowed to touch it?
No, we weren't allowed to touch it.
We weren't allowed to touch
anything
for our own reasons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, for our own benefit.
I don't think you would want to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm just amazed that this guy was the example for Psycho and
a lot of things.
And Chainsaw Massacre.
I'm
pretty sure for more stuff as well.
Also, I guess, do we go to the next room? It wasn't even a room, right? It was a staircase, right?
No, the staircase was the last.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel
the
like
staircase was around the same time they showed us that boat.
Okay. Yeah, that was the last.
I don't know. I feel like the last part was the last.
But the last part was the room with the recorder.
No, that was Peggy.
That was Peggy.
Yeah, the room with Peggy, and then the box.
I think the box.
No, those were right next to each other.
I feel like the box was the most intense one because
look what happened to Post Malone.
Okay, so let's
do we want to jump to that?
Okay,
I would want to say jump into last because I feel like that one
it was the most intense one.
Yeah. I mean, because the other stuff it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool to learn about, but the last ones were just like Cruz said. They were heavy.
Okay, so let's move.
So I feel like Peggy. Let's go to Peggy.
Okay, Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy.
So Peggy, the doll, they had her there lit up, and they told you when you go into that room, say hello, how you doing, and do not disrespect her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and to kind of set up a visual of it, they have it's a room with like a divider, so you're like 6 feet away from it.
Yeah.
So COVID, and they have Peggy there. It's a doll.
Yeah.
And they have it attached to one of those white noise recorders.
And crosses.
Yeah, and crosses and that. And the thing is, they say if you speak to it, like if you ask it a personal question, it will respond the right answer.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: they told us ask it something
your friends don't know
that we wouldn't be able to figure out by looking at your ID. Like, don't ask it where I live.
Yeah.
Ask it something else, because if you ask it like, oh, where do I live? It's like they looked at our IDs when we came in.
Yeah.
So they were like, ask it something that you know. Yeah. And I remember, Gammy, you were like, ask it something that we don't know. And I was gonna ask it like, what's my niece's name?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I got in there, I was ready. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna scientist. I'm gonna science this one. And I just walked in there, and something just like scared the shit out of me.
And you
and I was like, I'm not gonna say my niece's name because I like this is creepy.
Yeah.
Like something.
Like it might get my niece.
Yeah. Yeah. Like something about it just grips you and just makes you go.
Like literally, that thing just stopped you from asking
anything.
Trying to be all like science, bitch.
Exactly. Like I walked in there like lock and load, bitches, and it stops you.
I think that was the point where I feel like you really were like, oh, this is what I think this place is.
Yeah,
supposed to do.
It was like, remember after that, like it was a 180 for me. I was like, I walked out like, this is fuck this, because I don't know how to explain it. You're just scared.
Yeah, I get you. The room feels heavy and
like it's.
And Carlos is not fat.
Skeptical guy.
It's not that you're scared; it's that you feel it. Physically.
You feel presence.
You feel it physically, like you. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You just feel it. You feel it in your body.
Yeah, you were really not like as like, oh yeah, I guess we're going in this room. You're like, oh, we're going in this room.
Oh fuck, there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we leave that room, and they were walking down the hall, and on the side of the wall they had cabinets with clay or what would you call it? Sculptings of dead people's faces.
Oh yeah, the faces of death.
Yeah.
Apparently, people did that back in the day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then we get
there's one of Lincoln at his museum.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I'm pretty sure.
Because back then, like that would be how you remembered them.
Yeah.
You would display like, this is my dead uncle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And,
that's crazy.
From there we get to the celebrity ring.
Oh yeah.
Where they were playing that video of the clown where Carlos was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
They have Michael Jackson's death chair.
Damn,
Where the doctor sat and injected Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They have Patrick Swayze's last leather jacket he wore. Robin Williams' suit.
Yeah.
Elvis' suit.
Yeah, they had a lot of celebrity stuff. Just like you think about it, you're like, damn, these guys there.
This guy's died in this.
Yeah. That was creepy.
The one that creeped me out was that clown video.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, yeah, it's like.
I went home and researched that, and I was like, oh, that's some dark shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the three last rooms we went to was the ship, where you walk in and it makes you feel like you're in the ship.
Oh yeah, like the room was slanted.
The room was slanted, and you felt like you were in the sea.
I felt like I had to go and grab the steering wheel and just end it off with the Captain Titanic.
Some guy walked in there and was like, this room looks normal to me. Everything else outside looks crooked.
All right.
And then we get to the second to last. Well, I don't remember. We don't remember what order it is. We get to the stairs.
Yes.
That mess up his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's called The Haunted House.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. You can watch it.
Yeah.
They show the part where he gets attacked by the demon, and that's where his eyes get cross-eyed, and why he needs to wear these special glasses. And then we enter that room. There's a mannequin there wearing the devil suit with a baby doll on the stairs.
Yeah.
With the same thing with the white noise machine.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is one of the rooms where you do not have to go in if you don't want to, but if you go in.
Yeah, there was a lot of rooms that were saying that.
I didn't go into that one.
No, because you weren't feeling it. You're already.
Yeah, like I was already like.
Which one was it? The stairs?
The stairs where Carlos didn't go.
Like, I was still recovering from the.
Oh, you didn't go on the stairs.
Yeah, but I could see everything from the outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, just the guy was explaining the story, and I just kind of wasn't interested, but also I wasn't feeling it. Like,
yeah, Zach made us Zach rebuilt those stairs the same way.
Well, the house was destroyed.
The house was destroyed because it was demonic.
Yeah, but he literally built the stairs back again.
Back the way they were at the house. And, that was a freaky one. I was in that room. Yeah. Did you go to that room? I don't remember.
I went in every room.
Yeah, because I don't know. You weren't next to me in that room.
No, they kept moving around. People
I was next to that chick that said, "Oh, you're you." I was next to her and her husband. Yeah. And then we're just listening to the white noise, and they're like, "Okay, let's go out."
Yeah, I wanted to get into all that shit. Like, I honestly, like I said, I believe it exists, but like I still have that whole like, okay, well, I'm not necessarily gonna jump into that whole brewer area.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was. I don't think any room that I went in before, like I said, like there was, I feel it, but I felt it more in the last room we're gonna talk about, which I think we went in prior to that, but I still felt it. That's where I felt heavy. Like,
that was like
the debit room.
That was their main exhibition. Like this, they were like, this is the one where they were like, listen, we're warning you.
Yeah, don't
go in here. Like they were, don't go in here unless you know for sure that you can handle it.
Yeah.
And while you're in there,
because you went in there too.
Yeah, and then, like while you're in there, watch each other's backs.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's what freaked me out. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. They made a movie out of it.
And not a lot of people went in there.
No, I think it was just like a group, like maybe out of the 10 people that were in our group,
4 or 5.
Five of us.
You, me, and like
the
3 of us and 3 others.
Yeah, and the family stayed out. They were like,
the Debit Box.
And then we walked out and they were looking at us like, yeah, all right?
Yeah.
They made a movie called Possession, which stars Negan.
Yeah.
This box has literally killed people. And Post Malone.
Oh yeah, Post Malone came in.
He opened the box.
They even mentioned it too. They bring it up.
Tell them what it is.
It's a Jewish box that holds wine, but supposedly it's cursed by a demon.
Yeah.
It had some ties to the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this box has been passed down from generation to generation. Well, family to family to family. Yeah. But each family that has it has felt a presence, an evil presence. Mm-hmm. If you and they say don't open the box. If you open the box,
originally it was like something from eBay or something. They were sold off too as well, and that's where they
bought it in the movie. Negan buys it off a yard sale for his daughter. And so one day Post Malone's good.
It's like a jewelry box almost, like
it's a wine box.
It's a box meant to pass like heirlooms between generations.
Yeah. So like it could be anything, right?
Yeah. So Post Malone, being a friend of Zach, he's been on many adventures with them. He didn't care. He was like, "It's a box. What's a box gonna do?" Yeah. So he opens the box, and ever since that day, they had to rush him to the hospital.
Yeah. He was having a lot of bad luck.
He was having a lot of bad luck.
It was on news too, right?
I heard that now he walks around everywhere with a gun.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He ain't taking no chances.
Yeah. It's not even about like being hit up by people. It's just maybe something.
Yeah. His career has literally just went down.
I mean, he's out there. I just feel like I think just that time he was just not having a good time.
Yeah, he just came back. He made a music video with Ozzy. Yeah. You know, he had a concert with The Undertaker where The Undertaker kept on choke slammed him.
Well, like I say, I think right now he's doing good, but
he's doing better. He's recovering.
That time, I think he learned not to deal with that box.
You think maybe he went to
he had to do something.
Yeah, he went to a church.
He probably talked to Zach like, "Hey, look what's happening to me." He's like, "Well, dude, you
opened the box.
You need to find Jesus."
Yeah, no, well, I think it has to be Jewish. You
gotta go to a
Jewish,
a rabbi,
like exorcist type.
A rabbi, yeah. That's what he had to do too, because he also opened the box as well.
Yeah, so I mean, we went in there and they have it literally in the middle of the room.
Surrounded with salt and a glass.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
the glass.
That whole thing was a spectacle.
Oh, and you couldn't get too close to it.
Yeah.
Like it was like 5 feet, from the center of the room, and there were form a ring, and but you couldn't get any closer to that.
Yeah. It was something else. We walked in there and we're just like, I feel like obviously the things they were telling us were like, oh snap, but just going in there, just I don't know if they do something to the room, but you feel it. You feel it. Well, you feel just like.
Obviously, they lower the temperature to make the rooms cold. But the thing is, you don't feel the cold.
You feel the heat.
You just feel like I don't know, I just kept feeling like something was behind me. Yeah. Like that feeling you get when you're in the dark by yourself. Yeah.
I feel that's the only time I in the whole entire place I was just like, oh my god. This is intense.
This was heavy.
Yeah, this is heavy, dog.
And the thing was, they were kind of like, okay, look at it, read everything, and we were kind of just like, at least for me,
we didn't read. We were looking at the box.
Yeah, I was just looking at it, but I was like, I'm not gonna fuck around too much. I'm just gonna, and it still just gets to you.
Yeah, you're observant to it, and I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then from there, they take us to the gift shop, and I wanted to buy a T-shirt so bad, but I'm like, what if this T-shirt brings something from this place out?
Oh, by the way, and that's in the waiver when you go in, we are not held liable for any spirits you catch or happen to bring home. Yeah. And that's what I was like, what's happened here?
Yeah.
It's like that meme. What the hell happened here?
No, we just jump into that. I think we go home. We go to the hotel. We stay like another night or two, and then that's when I swear to God, we were in the room, and Carlos obviously
tell the story.
Carlos tends to snore, and apparently that's a thing, but his snoring was very demonic sounding. Like I swear, I was probably the only one that couldn't sleep that night. Drew slept like a baby, but Carl was snoring like some. Like I've heard my grandma snoring. She sounds like a chainsaw. But this was not snoring. This was something else. This is not even like you sound sick. This was like, it's like you were talking like not even normal. I feel like Carlos caught something that day, and that literally triggered like, it was funny because after that, security was checking up on us. People were questioning us, like, what are you guys doing? We're like, dude, the air conditioning's not working. It was interesting. It was to say, I think something. I still think something attached to Carlos for that one moment, and like it disappeared. Hopefully by then, because I used to have a recording of it. If I find it, I'll post it. But that was just.
And I remember I woke up and you were still awake and you were recording, and you couldn't take it anymore and you left.
Oh yeah, I left.
You walked out.
I walked out, and then you walked out after.
Yeah, I left for like a good hour or two.
I feel like I pissed this guy off or something. But
no, you scared me. You just scared me because I was like, what if I did? And I walked out. And I remember when I walked out and I closed the door behind me. The hallway for the hotel was. We stayed at the
Stratosphere.
You didn't tell me this.
Where was it?
The Stratosphere.
The Stratosphere. So the hallway was empty, and I remember just feeling like.
I didn't hear this story.
I haven't heard this story either.
I think I have told it, but you just forgot. But like it was.
I would have remembered.
I walked out, and the moment the door closed, you know that feeling you get, or that effect in movies
like,
when the hallway, like I remember just feeling like that for like a split second, and then just going like fuck whatever, and just going to the elevator. And I remember getting to the elevator and having like one of those fucking mini panic attacks because you're thinking, because I was thinking, what if something is on me?
Yeah.
And I'm alone in this elevator.
Yeah.
Luckily, the elevator opens and someone's in it on their way down, and I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
So I go down and,
then you just walk it off. Yeah. And then I was worried too, because for a while, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? Like,
and he didn't come back for another, like 2 hours.
Yeah, you were gone. And I was like, dude, what did I do? Like, we were worried. We were literally like, this fool's just gonna get himself.
I walked like half the strip.
Yeah, you told us.
Yeah,
and then you
took
a ride back, and
back.
we're just like, damn.
But I honestly think it was just his allergies, because he was sick that weekend.
Yes,
but,
he was.
Yes, but I heard those snores too, and I got freaked out because I was right underneath him.
You guys thought I was crazy because the securities and this and that.
We were still jumpy.
Yeah, because you guys.
Because we went on the Ferris wheel.
They were arguing about like, oh no, you're wrong, Gabby. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're overthinking it. And I was just like, dude, I am not overthinking whatever the thing is going on. And like I said, I was just like, dude, that was one intense trip.
I remember when we got out, like the moment we walked out of that fucking museum, like it just felt like something reached into me and just sucked the energy. Like,
I am telling you.
And I was just like, part of me was just like, let's just go fucking home. Like, fuck this trip. Let's go home.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, something happened.
Luckily, like a few hours, because we went to back to the hotel room. Yeah. This is still like midday.
Yeah.
So we go back to the hotel room and like for a good.
We knocked out.
Yeah, we didn't go out till the nighttime.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. A lot of skepticism for me was like I guess we walked. We had the do not disturb sign even during the day and. Yeah. During the day, people were like, "You should be out" or something, or something. But yeah, I remember it was just like, it was very, very intense, long 24 hours.
It's like, as skeptical as I was, like you could just not avoid feeling some stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like we were all somewhat like, I don't know, towards each other, kind of like, you're crazy, or what are you talking about?
Yeah, we had a little bit of rage against each other.
Yeah, there was this time where
probably because we were sharing a room.
There was this time where I was just like, forget these guys, I am not crazy. And then like I was mad at so and so, and I was like, whatever. But I mean, after that, we were good. We were leaving. We were just like, damn.
And I was mad, like, fuck you, I'm not possessed.
Yeah, yes, you were. I honestly think this museum was had something that we can't explain. That it affected all of us in some way.
It affected all of us.
Yeah, and I like I said, this I no lie, I really truly believe that there's stuff in that place that should not ever go outside.
Yeah.
You know, like, I was afraid that I might take something home.
Yeah.
Luckily, my house is haunt-proof.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was supposed this is from my dad because my parents were very.
Yeah.
Superstitious about that. So like every few years we have a priest come over and bless our house.
Yeah.
And my dad puts up mirrors. I don't know if you've seen them on every door.
Oh no.
For the outside.
Oh really?
And I always ask him like why, and he's like, keep the demons out.
Oh yeah, they get scared of their own reflection.
Yeah, like they see, and like he doesn't just put them like on the door. He puts them like on your approach to the inside.
So he really is a believer on all that stuff.
I wouldn't say he's a believer. Like most of my life, he's been an atheist.
Yeah.
But
precaution.
Yeah, he definitely believes in something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, when I got home, that did reassure me. Yeah, like I like again, I'm not a believer in this shit. Like I'm one of those people that like if someone tells me a story, I'm like, show me proof.
Yeah.
Show me evidence. Without that, I'm not gonna believe you.
I think the next morning.
But when I got home, that reassured me. Like, okay, as soon as I get into my house, it's home base.
Yeah.
Like nothing's gonna follow me because they fucking fortified it.
Yeah, I think as soon as we left that street in that corner, and we got to Caesar's for breakfast, I think we were all relieved.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Caesar's Palace.
But the next morning we were like,
I think it was just we're so close to the museum and we were just tired, and as soon as we left that room, it was a fresh beginning.
I think in not just that room, but I feel like everybody, all of us, went into a room and we felt something.
Yeah.
Like you felt it, the cauldron.
The cauldron.
You felt it in the
it's Peggy.
Yeah,
and I felt it in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't like tired, like physically tired.
Yeah.
Because we went to the rooms and we're like, let's knock out.
Yeah.
But we didn't sleep.
Mm-mm.
We were just
laying there watching TV.
Yeah, we were just low on energy.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I forced you guys to watch an episode of Supernatural.
God damn you.
Oh yeah, we saw Supernatural. That was literally my first episode.
Yeah.
First time watching the whole episode. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe I was possessed because part of me was like, hey, this is interesting.
Married with children.
Oh yeah, married with children.
And then we had White Castle.
Oh, it was terrible. That was a
No,
terrible
that was
night.
the next night. That was the
That
next
was the next night?
Yeah.
No, because we left the day after.
No, because White Castle was our last night.
Because we did the Ferris.
I think we did the Ferris wheel the first night there.
No, we did the Ferris wheel the same night we did.
How many days were there?
The 4.
Oh.
First day.
Too much time with you guys.
First day we walked the whole strip, so we were dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the next day we did.
Fuck
We're
that
doing
day.
Vegas so weird.
And then the next day, that's when we got the passes, and we were just beat from eating. Third day,
It was worth it.
it was worth it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Third day, we did the Haunted Museum,
Yeah.
White Castle, and the Ferris wheel. Because the 4th day, we came home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe.
Fuck White Castle and that
Hey,
hype.
but why did you say morning breakfast and
Because we still had our pass
that
for.
was the last day?
Yeah.
No, that was the
That
first.
wouldn't make sense.
No, we didn't eat the day. We just got up and left.
No. We got breakfast at Caesars the day after we arrived, and then
That's when we got the
we
pass.
had lunch at that other
Rios?
at the Rio's buffet, and then the next morning we had Caesars again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went
That's
to the
when
museum,
Okay.
and the White Castle, and the museum.
So it was the last day then, huh?
Yeah. And then the 4th day, we just came home.
Okay, I won't stick with that story.
But that buffet was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, recommend Caesar's Palace buffet. Recommend the 24-hour pass that I've. It's
It
intense.
saves you money.
It saves you money. It's
Yeah.
intense. It's intense. But yeah, everybody, that was kind of like our journey a couple years ago to Zak's.
Bagans Haunted Museum.
Yeah, Bagans Museum. Recommended? Would you recommend it?
No.
Would you
If-
go again?
No.
If you're a believer,
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So
if
it
you're a
did its
believer,
job.
do it. If
I
you're
remember, I don't know if you were gonna end this right now, but I remember we had an argument, you and me, Cruz, about supernatural stuff, about it being like, because I remember I was saying that supernatural stuff is just something that humans or our science can't measure.
Yeah.
But it is something that in the future I believe we'll be able to measure.
Yeah.
Or know what it is.
Uh-huh.
And you were like, no, it's just something that will never be explainable or
Uh-huh.
something like that. Or we were having that argument.
Yeah.
Is it, you still believe that?
Yeah.
This guy doesn't believe in science. Because I was like, I think someday it will be like Ghostbusters.
Well, look at your science is actually measuring it.
Yeah.
You got the white noise. You got the Xbox connector. You got the
Yeah, like I think one day it will come to a day where we're able to explain what the fuck happens.
Would you be ready to hear about that?
I would want to hear it, but it would be kind of creepy. Putting like I mean, hey, 1,000 years ago we thought diseases were caused by spirits.
Gods,
yeah, and now we're explaining it, so it makes sense.
Yeah. All right. I think that was it, right?
yeah our first Halloween special.
I would recommend it. If you're a skeptic, even a believer, even a guy that you're like, oh, we'll do it. I would. One time would be good, and you're good.
Yeah.
Don't mess with it. Don't joke about it.
Don't joke about it.
I just go in open-mindedly, just listen to it, and then you'll feel it right there.
Yeah,
Whatever
if,
you feel.
If I could say something, is don't mess with it.
Yeah.
If you don't believe, or you do believe, just respect what they tell you, and go from there.
Yeah, obviously Carlos is a perfect example of some place that you might want to go because he doesn't want to go there ever again. So that's a recommendation.
And I was someone who doesn't believe in
And it's not nothing to do with like, oh, this is a fraud, this is a place hack. It literally just shook you.
Yeah, it's just something you can't explain.
Yeah.
It just shakes you.
All right. Well, yeah, that was the Slices talk about the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum. We would definitely recommend it. Ciao.
Feel an apple in your videos.